You are looking live at Charlotte, North Carolina. My name is Jay Mervis here. Welcome to the Hammerdown Roadshow. Been a little bit of a hiatus lately, but we're going to put the hammer down, pedal to the metal, and talk trends, tech, and tunes. So today I'm out at my farm here to talk a little bit about rural health. Rural health, I don't know, anything that you've read lately is talking that there's a staffing crisis, either on the clinical side or the technology side. And with that comes a ton of need and neglect within those customers to where they can't hire fast enough for any of the jobs, whether it's in nursing, whether it's physicians, or on the tech side with the resource constraints, not only from the FBI, but those local markets get hit harder than anybody else. And they're trying to solve for this problem. So here at Fortinet, we've got two ways that we solve for that problem. Number one is our fabric story. How do you consolidate threat intelligence within our fabric portfolio, whether it's next-gen firewall, SD-WAN, delivering a network, wireless access points, WAF, all of those things that connect together, because all of those rural customers have the same exact challenges that all of our huge, very large enterprise customers. Number one, they're under attack. And two, from a macro perspective, they don't have the resources to go and deal with this. So the second way that we solve for this problem is we've had a lot of outreach from our MSSP community. Fortinet's been very good with a variety of different MSSP partners. We're happy to sit down and talk, but they can deliver that fractional experience, monthly bill cost. And they have either the credentials and the certifications so that you don't get compromised. They also have the resources that we can go to market with. So when we're dealing with many of those MSSP partners, they're going to shore up that talent gap and allow the business to focus on providing care, because that's what all of our providers are in business to do, is provide care. Not worry about the next greatest widget or speeds and feeds on what they're delivering to from a technology perspective. They want to enable services and be protected. So we've got a long roster, about a dozen different MSSP partners that we're actively pursuing with. Some of them are big box names, but the first reseller to give me a call and get on a call with a customer and the local sales team out here in the East, we've got some special swag set aside for you guys. Hope everybody did have a good Memorial Day, because we're going to flip over to tunes right now. Last week, I'm going to give a shout out to my buddy and good friend of the program, Pete Metzger. We were supposed to go to Foo Fighters, had some great seats. Unfortunately, the passing of Taylor Hawkins about 6 weeks ago, it's impacted. They've shut down touring. We haven't heard from Dave, but Foo Fighters will be the band today. I just wanted to reflect on that a little bit. I've been trying to formulate how I want to come out and talk about this, because it's really, kind of impacted me a lot. He's only 3 or 4 years older than me, and, I've listened to Foo Fighters for 21 plus years, have a lot of connections through music. That's why it's trend, tech, and tunes. I want to talk about the band this week. We've had a lot of positive activity. I'm going to put Nate Nichols, our solution architect. He'd be the front man. He's been doing a great job with customers, executive briefings, partners, enabling them. Troy Ament, lead guitar. He's always jamming along. I've got our good friend Sean Dickerson. She's new to the program. She's running our vertical marketing strategy for pharma and life sciences. Done a great job. We put her on keyboards. We had to get louder. Kind of like Dave when he said, I called Pat Smear and they said, is he alive? We had to get louder. So out west, we've got we've got Eric Winuck. Dug him up. He's running roughshod 2 weeks into the job. If you're out west and you need to talk to somebody really credible with a long experience in healthcare, give Eric Winuck a call. Then Tom Gauthier, my peer in the Central, he's keeping time on bass, and I'm going to step in behind the drum kit and pound away in Taylor Hawkins' memory. I'm just going to try to keep the tempo and keep this thing moving really fast. I know we just came out Memorial Day weekend. For those of you that took a moment to reflect, it was super positive. I always do the Murph on Memorial Day weekend, had my record time 43:05. Shout out to the silver medalists over at CrossFit. As far as the band goes, I do want to keep Dave Zarro, our tour manager, who's keeping us busy. We're ramping up again to get out on the road. And then special shout out to Mr. Walkie-Talkie, Sean Riley. He's more of like a David Geffen type guy. He's got all these different things going on with success between our OT, our retail, and healthcare groups. The tunes, we're going to talk about the tunes from Foo Fighters that would apply to rural health. So for all the cows, for anybody that knows, Dave talked about when they didn't have any music, hey, for all the cows, I don't ever want to play this song again. And the two of my favorite songs with Taylor Hawkins, Cold Day in the Sun, sometimes that happens on the farm, and Sunday Rain, because he sang both of those. Super powerful songs, awesome songs to listen to, real deep, cool stuff. So we got a bunch of webinars and podcasts coming down the pipe. I've got some special guests. I'm not going to prime it yet because I don't know what order they're coming up, but we've got some pharma data and analytics. We've got mergers and acquisitions. So Joel 2's going to be on. Bill McLeod's coming on. I've got a couple other people queued up that I haven't gotten a confirmation or a handshake or a smoke signal from. But listen, Trends, Tech, and Tunes, Fortinet Healthcare, we're growing fast. We've got a ton of activity going on. We've got a rural health customer that's out there in the market that wants to get secured and some managed service so that they don't have to protect everything and they can deal with the resource constraints. That's an opportunity for us to get together. So hey, Hammerdown Roadshow, looking forward to seeing y'all. Have a great day.